Hi everyone and welcome back to Love English. I'm Sabra and today we're going to do a listening test. So this is an IELTS style test. So think about the first section of an IELTS. You would have somebody having a conversation, making a booking usually. That's what we have in the first section here, although it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit more advanced in terms of the level of vocabulary. Then in the second section, there are sentences where you have to listen for the missing word. And sometimes you also have this in IELTS. So it's got lots of IELTS elements. However, if you just want to practice your general listening, this is also great for you as well. It's going to practice your abilities for listening for detail and being able to understand a conversation, which is perhaps more complicated than just the average conversation, so a little bit more advanced. So it's great for everyone, basically. So there are 20 questions, and I'm only going to say each section once, just like in IELTS. And to get the answer technically correct, you would also have to spell it correctly, just like in IELTS as well. Okay everyone, let's make a start. So you're going to of course need a pen or your phone or somewhere to write your answers. I'm going to show you the questions for section 1, so do make sure you take a picture or a screenshot of these now. Okay, now we will start the test. Oh, hello there, good morning. Good morning. I'd like to book out your entire hotel for 2 nights for a health and wellbeing conference, please, and exclusive use of it. That's what we would like, just exclusive use, nobody else. And that'll be for May 23rd, please. Yes, that's fine, madam, but shall we check how big your party is? The hotel is very large, because we're 90 rooms, you see, and we can sleep 200 people. Oh, I see. Well, the final list is just a smidge under that, so it would be for 162 people, but they can't all share a room. I think about 9 of them want their own room, so let's see what that would come to. Okay, well, let's see. So that's 162 guests, and 9 of those need their own room, so take 9 away from 162. Okay, so that's 153 guests that could share. So that would be around 77 rooms as well. So 77 plus 9, so that's 86 rooms. So basically you would need 86 rooms in total. Well, in that case, madam, I would suggest that you just take the whole hotel. You're just 4 rooms shy of that, so I would just take the whole hotel. It's better to be prepared, and that way you'd have an extra room or 2. Oh yes, that sounds like a good plan to me. So what's the price for 2 nights for exclusive use? So it's £7,000 for the entire hotel for exclusive use and for the 2 nights accommodation for all your guests. Oh, that's just on budget. That's excellent. My boss will be so pleased. Well, that's not quite all of the price though, madam. You see, it's an extra £3,000 for the catering for the 2 days and of course for the staff to serve you. Oh yes, I see. Well, it's as I expected. I'll just have to have the usual difficult conversation with my boss. I can't exactly expect the guests not to eat. Now we'll need to seat all of those people in a large room because it's a conference, so we're going to need to seat them all for the speeches and everything. So we were wondering about your Oakwood room because I know you've got Orange and Oakwood. Do you think your Oakwood room is the best one? Could you advise us on that? Okay, well let's see, the Orange room or the Oakwood room? Well, the Oakwood room is certainly bigger, so perhaps you would be more comfortable in there. But the Orange room is slightly warmer and has a more attractive view. I think, to be honest, I'd recommend the former if I were you, just to make sure you have enough space. Would you also like the use of the gym while you stay? Oh, for me? Oh no, I only go to the gym now and again, so that wouldn't really be appropriate for me. I don't think I'd need that. Well, actually, I meant for your guests, madam. Oh yes, I suppose we'd better include it for the guests. They might be feeling a bit stressed. Maybe they'll need to decompress after, all the difficulties of the day at the conference. Right, now for the food. We have an a la carte menu or a buffet menu as an option for each evening. However, there is a little problem with the a la carte menu because we don't usually offer it to parties of such a large size. It's usually for slightly smaller parties because it's a lot of effort and work as it's 3-course set menu. So I'll have to check and see if that's available. Oh, that's okay. I think most of the guests would prefer a more informal style, milling around buffet anyway. They can, have a natter, things like that. That's probably much better. Excellent. Could you tell me more about the buffet? Great. Our buffet is an indulgent selection of world cuisine served with a touch of elegance, and the portion sizes are very generous. Oh, wonderful. That sounds excellent. Well, to complete the booking, madam, I need your full name. It's Sadie Smithson. So Sadie spelt as normal with an S and then the IE ending. And Smithson has an E after the Smith part. SMITH, and then of course an E, and then son as normal. So Sadie Smithson. That's wonderful, madam. We'll be in touch with you soon about the deposit, and we'll see you on May 23rd. Bye-bye. Okay, everyone, the answers are here. So number 1, of course, May 23rd. Number 2, it's a health and wellbeing conference. Number 3, 90 rooms, a bit of a tricky one because that conversation went all around the houses, but finally she suggested to go for the entire hotel, which of course has 90 rooms. Then there was the Oakwood room. It's over budget. She only goes to the gym now and again, which means seldom, infrequently. So if you put, for example, she doesn't go very often or seldom, the perfect answer would be now and again. However, if you put seldom or not very often, you can count that as correct for this as well. She suggests they book the gym so that attendees can relieve stress, or you could put to decompress, for attendees to decompress. So relieve stress or for attendees to decompress, either of those are correct. The a la carte menu is normally available for smaller parties. The 2 adjectives were extravagant and generous, not elegance, because I think some of you might have put a touch of elegance thinking, okay, it's an adjective phrase, but elegance is actually a noun, so it doesn't count as an adjective there. It was extravagant and generous. Finally, you can see the spelling of her name here. Right, on to the second part of our test. Now we are looking at filling the gap with a specific word. Now I will warn you, I'm going to speak at normal speed and I'm only saying it once. So be ready for this, have your pen or your phone or whatever you're recording the answers ready, as it will go quite quickly, and do think about your spellings. And for some of them there are 2 missing words, and to get the point you need to get both of them correct. Okay everyone, now I'm going to show you the questions, so please take a photo of this screen. Number 1. That area is a little shady. I don't want to go there very much. It had bad vibes. Number 2. When you're studying English, you have to be aware that there's a very steep learning curve. You have a multitude of things to think about and lots to learn. Number 3. The hotel offers a plethora of choices when it comes to wedding packages. There is so much to choose from. Number 4. Don't you think that those curtains are a little bit incongruous with the style of the rest of the apartment? Number 5. It's a shocking realization that climate change is possibly the biggest threat to ever face humanity. Number 6. I'm so tired. I think I'm just going to go and flop into bed now. Number 7. Those flowers are drooping. You need to give them some more water. The weather's been absolutely ghastly. There's been nothing but wind and rain for days. Number 9. I think I'm a teacher who's firm but fair. At least that's what I like to tell myself. Yeah. Number 10. We know our Love English students are very diligent. They're committed to improving their English for sure. Okay everyone, so the answers are here. Some of them where the word was more tricky, you were unfamiliar with the word perhaps, those are the ones that might have been a problem for you. And that is very normal, but that's what happens in part 3 and 4 of the IELTS. You're having to almost guess the word, and that's where knowing lots of vocabulary is also great for your listening and being able to spell it correctly as well. And that doesn't just go for IELTS, that goes for general learning of English, that vocabulary, of course, also helps with your listening. But these kind of exercises really train you to listen for specific words which are key in the sentence. Right, everybody, that is the end of our listening test. Please let me know your score below. I'm dying to know how you got on and whether this level was appropriate for you. Was it too easy, too difficult? Tell me what kind of level you really need. And also, if you want more tests like this, more tests of grammar, listening, or vocabulary, we really want to help you, so do tell us what you need. We'll see you in the next lesson, guys. Bye-bye.